Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council. Our correspondent, Chidima Mado, reports.
The aim of the signed deal is to boost trade and investment in the state, as Governor Peter Mbah noted that the partnership aligns with his goal to significantly grow the Enugu state economy from 4.4 billion naira to 30 billion naira. He emphasized that his administration is very intentional in growing businesses within the state by providing a conducive environment as each sector is interconnected, providing world-class infrastructure, especially in the area of security, tourism, smart schools, Enugu Air International Conference Center, amongst others.
Have to do things deliberately. We have to be very intentional, and which is why we see the partnership with the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council as quite strategic. We are essentially driven by the concepts that we're going to enable the investment that will happen here, and they will be driven by the private sector. Everything we've done in terms of investing in infrastructure, whether it's the fiscal, the digital, and the social infrastructure, have been dedicated. It's been about connecting the dots. We are business and investment sensitive. That's been responsible for the huge investments you may be seeing in our infrastructure. So the value of this strategic partnership cannot be lost in us, because we see it as a platform that will enable us tapping. To these, we have over 140 private sector partners. So whether it is partnership between government and business or between government and government, we see you as that channel that would give us access. I have received your invitation, and I can tell you that it's truly an honor to be able to participate in your investment summits.
During the signing ceremony, the Chief Executive Officer, Commonwealth Enterprise Investment Council, Rosie Glazebrook, expressed its organization's commitment to supporting Enugu's investment agenda, highlighting numerous opportunities in sectors such as education and infrastructure, as she invites Governor Mbah to co-chair the Governors' Roundtable at the 2025 Commonwealth Trade and Investment Summit in London next year.
I'm delighted to be in Enugu today to sign the strategic partnership with His Excellency the Governor, the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council. We've been set up to drive trade and investment across the 56 countries and states of the Commonwealth, and that of course includes Enugu. And His Excellency has received and accepted the invitation to lead the Governors' Roundtable there to showcase some of the amazing opportunities that exist in Enugu for the future. Our organisation is there to support, collaborate, and really showcase everything that Enugu is able to offer investors and trade and business partners. And we really hope that we'll be able to do this in 2025. Our strategic partnership with the government of Enugu State is really important to us, and we're there to be extremely active and really work hard to make sure that we use all of our network and our convening power to the absolute benefit. I think one of our organisation's aims is to look at how we bring down barriers to trade and encourage investment. We do that through our convening power. We do that through efforts like the Commonwealth Standards Network and other ways where we support our partners to really work together. And our ambition is to bring those to bear for Enugu.
The Commonwealth Trade and Investment Summit is held every year in London, and Enugu State, having a role to play, is looking forward to grand opportunities that will stem from this collaboration. In Enugu, Chidima Mado for Afia TV.
For that report. Now, in a separate development, the Governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti, has announced that Afia Airport will be flagged off next week, Tuesday. Afia TV Bureau Chief in Abia State, Emmanuel Mazui, has more to tell us.
Last time I spoke about Afia Airport, made it clear that It is a federal government project. What we have come to do is to provide the land and also support with logistics and ensure that the airport is constructed to standard. The other input we have made was that the federal government intended to build an airstrip. But with our intervention and our promise to come in at any point we are required to airstrip was converted to a full-fledged airport. We had reasoned that the difference between an airport and an airstrip is the wrong way. What we're going to aim with a full-fledged airport. We want to thank the federal government for their consideration for agreeing with us that we can work together to give our people a basic airport. So that will happen the morning of Tuesday, the 17th day of December.
On a sad note, the Anambra State Police Command has arrested a suspect named Alfred Bassi for alleged lack of care and negligence that led to the sudden death of a 7-year-old son. The command's public relations officer, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, who confirmed the arrest in a statement, noted that the arrest was in connection with an ongoing investigation of a reported case of sudden death of a 7-year-old child at the construction site along Trans Nkesi layout in Onitsha. SP Ikenga stressed that the Commissioner of Police, Nehil Itam, directed the immediate transfer of the case to the State Criminal Investigation Department, OCA, for more detailed investigation. Now we'll take a short break. When we return, more on the news. Please stay.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on Lunch Break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Anka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17.
Good evening to you, viewer, and welcome to Women in Business, a show that profiles women, executives, and even the next door store owner, showcasing Igbo greatness to the world.
I started always obsessed with books ever since I was a child.
The stress of always converting naira to dollar and...
An incompetent means an incompetent person.
Many thanks for staying tuned to Afia Television, reaching you live from Enugu State, Nigeria. And this is still news today. I am Ogochukwu Osai. Now on the national front, President Bola Tinubu has appointed Nwaku Chindidi as the acting Controller General of the Nigerian Correctional Service. His appointment follows the expiration of the tenure of the current CG Haliru Nababa, who was appointed by former President Muhammadu Buhari on Friday, 18th, 2021. In a statement on Friday, the Secretary of the Civil Defense, Correctional, Fire and Immigration Board, Jafaru Ahmed, says Ndidi's appointment takes effect from December 15, 2024. In a separate development, the Bureau of Public Service Reforms has solidified a strategic partnership with the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation to advance public accountability and improve the efficiency of Nigerian civil service. The head, Strategic Communications at Bureau of Public Service Reforms, Aliyu Umar, disclosed this in a statement released on Friday. Speaking during a collaborative meeting with the head of Civil Service of the Federation, the Director General of Bureau of Public Service Reforms, Mr. Dasuki Arabi, highlighted the critical importance of the partnership in transforming the public sector. Arabi emphasized the ongoing reforms targeting institutionalized performance management, promotion of innovation, and accelerated digitalization across ministries, departments, and agencies. And now moving on to business news, the Central Bank of Nigeria has reaffirmed the validity of the old 1,000, 500 and 200 naira banknotes as legal tender, clarifying misinformation circulating about their status. In a statement signed by Mrs. Hakama Sidi Ali, the acting director of corporate communications, the Apex Bank confirmed that the Supreme Court's ruling of November 29, 2023 permits the indefinite circulation of both old and new designs of these denominations. Sidi Ali stressed that all versions of the Naira, old and redesigned 1,000, 500 and 200 Naira notes, as well as commemorative and previous designs of the 100 Naira notes remains valid for transactions. Now, meanwhile, Amstel Malta, Nigeria's premium malt drink, introduced its new sleek can to retailers and distributors during a trade unveil event held in Enugu. This milestone celebrates Amstel Malta's 30 years of excellence, innovation, and its commitment to setting new standards and evolving with its cherished customers. The new can, taller and more stylish, reflects Amstel Malta's commitment to evolving with modern consumers' preferences while maintaining its renowned premium quality. Though the exterior has been refreshed, the drink remains the same delivery. The drink remains the same, delivering the perfect balance of nourishment and premium refreshment. Speaking at the trade event, Zonal Business Manager, East Zone, Nigerian Brewers PLC, Chinwe Ude, expressed her excitement.
I am very excited to be here today. It's a 30 years journey for Amstel Malta in Nigeria. 30 years of excitement, of refreshment, of taking the consumers to be the best that they can be. Today, Amstel Malta is 30 years and is presenting with a brand new, sleek and beautiful look. It is just the beginning of another era of excitement for drinkers of Amstel Malta. The journey is just refreshed today. Cheers to 30 years of exciting consumers in Nigeria. Amstel is that very innovative brand that listens to consumers, understand their needs, and always evolving to meet the needs of consumers, especially our young consumers.
Nigerian Brewers PLC Regional Business Manager, East Zone, Nigerian Brewers PLC, Kennedy Eke, also spoke on the essence of the event.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being part of this great event. We present to you one of the great brands from the House of Nigerian Brewers, which is Amstel. As you all know, Amstel is the #1 malt brand in Enugu, okay? And what we do is to continue to refresh the brand, making it premium, which it is. What we are doing today, Amstel is 30 years, and we felt it's necessary to give it a new look. And that new look is what we've come to present.
The portfolio manager, Dark Malts Nigerian Breweries PLC, Eloho Olumide Awe, was also on hand to have voice at the unveiling of the malt new look.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for coming out here. We really appreciate you all. We are, like my brother here said, we are celebrating a prestigious brand, a brand that has stood the test of time, over 30 years in Nigeria. We are not just celebrating that the fact that the brand has done 30 years of giving you great quality taste and bringing you premium experiences over the past 30 years. This brand has also stood for something different, unique. It's the only low sugar malt drink in the country. It's also the only premium malt drink in the country, but also the #1 premium malt drink in Enugu, like my brother has said. And as the brand always does, setting new standards every 10 years, we have come with a new look that is really the Odogu look for malt, really embodying what this brand stands for. And that is what you have with a new Amstel Malta sleek can. And you are the first people to experience it right here in Enugu for the very first time.
The Enugu Trade Unveiling brought together key distributors, trade partners, and stakeholders who were treated to an inspiring journey through the brand's rich history and aspiration for the future. The event highlighted Amstel Malta's dedication to setting the standard for premium malt drinks in Nigeria. As the brand celebrates 30 years of trust and excellence, the sleek new can is a step forward, embodying the timeless appeal that has endeared Amstel Malta to consumers nationwide. In the same vein, Nigeria Breweries PLC held its long service award ceremony celebrating dedicated employees who have served the organization for 10 to 35 years. The event was filled with excitement and appreciation for staff members who have contributed their best to uphold the company's vision over decades. The brewery manager, Engineer Peter Ani, reflected on his 35-year career, sharing memories of growth and success, emphasizing that Nigeria Breweries is a merit-based organization where opportunities are based on skills with no room for discrimination or personal connections.
Today I am excited because I'm celebrating my 35 years of service. And these 35 years have been full of very beautiful memories. It is wonderful when you work for a company like Nigerian Breweries. I remember many years ago when I left school, Nigerian Breweries came to my school to ask me if I would like to work with them. And since then, it has been awesome. It's been a journey that you take just by doing your work. When you do your job, you can get to any level in Nigerian Breweries. There is no discrimination, there is no segregation, there is no imamado, there is no anything like that. So just do your job, bring in your best, and Nigerian Breweries will continue to reward you. And that's why people has remained our #1 priority in Nigerian Breweries. We can go at any length to take care of our people. Today we are celebrating about 165 of our colleagues who have put in several years in service. And it's only a company like this that will put up all these structures to celebrate people.
The HR business partner, Onyeka Oko, explained that the purpose of the recognition and award ceremony is to promote employee retention while fostering a culture of enjoyment and entertainment, one of the values the company extends to its customers.
What we are doing today is our long service award for our colleagues who have served the company meritoriously for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25, 30, and 35 years. It's a big deal for us because this is where we come to say thank you to our colleagues. The aim is to celebrate those working, and it's in line with one of our core values, to celebrate people. Even when we work and we deliver on our goods, the next thing is to celebrate the win. So for us, this is also a way of celebrating win. Again, we're also involved in the company of our business about entertainment, about hospitality and enjoyment. So we cannot be dishing out entertainment and enjoyment outside, and we're not doing things internally. So this, like I said earlier, is to thank our colleagues for their service to the company and our way of celebrating them. The idea also, it helps in retention of other employees because this is something other people look forward to.
Comrade Ben Asogwa, the TUC chairman, who was a guest at the ceremony, commended the company's management, noting that the ceremony reflects a well-structured organization committed to staff welfare.
What's happening here is a sign of a wonderful management system where we have a good reward scheme, a good reward system. And I believe quite well that when you recognize people for whatever they do, it gives them energy. It gives them the courage to do more. I see what is happening today as an encouragement for better work. It's an encouragement, it's a kind of booster. It boosts the energy of workers when you take time to appreciate them. And I know quite well that it's one of the best ways to impact on the psychology of workers and also to boost their morale. And the resultant effect is better productivity.
These did not fail to express their excitement, acknowledging that receiving the award is a significant career milestone and a source of renewed motivation to work hard.
I've been in Nigerian breweries for 15 years. To me, it's a great milestone, and I'm very, very happy working for a multinational, a great company like Nigerian Breweries, who is always passionate about people and also passionate about our safety. The award, for me, it's like something I've long expected, and it's a great milestone. It's a great milestone. It's really something that I take to heart. I'm very, very happy about it.
I've worked for 10 years. MBL is a place where someone can work. They support you in everything. They take care of you. Importantly, your safety matters for them in all angles, both at home and at work. I will encourage any work with Nigerian Breweries because they take each one of us as a family. We work as a family. The award really means a lot to me. At least it's a supportive word. They are giving me encouragement to work harder as I ever do before. So I'm happy for this award and I'm ready to work more than the years I have worked before.
Now we take a short break. When we return, we take stories from the international scene and the world of sports. Please stay.
What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence. You want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
Join us on Ghana Plus every Wednesday at 6 p.m. right here on Afia TV, DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17, where we will delve into health issues affecting girls and women in society.
Breastfeeding doesn't even cause breastfeeding. The frequency of breastfeeding determines the approach you take to make sure that your well-being is maintained.
Welcome to the latest and most amazing show on here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break.
You don't sing along.
I did sing. For real.
You're not a backup singer.
That's what they do.
You've often wondered, what does it mean to be Igbo in today's Nigeria? You know, what's the intersections? What are the conversations we're having about our Igbo spirituality, culture? An example is people wearing red cap. You know, everybody wears red cap. Are they entitled to wear it? What does Nzen also mean? What does Igbo spirituality mean? How have we changed as a society over the last 20, 30, 50, 100 years? Every Thursday, 6 p.m., if you want to know more on libations, as I have a conversation with different people from all walks of life who common thread is being Igbo, or doing business with the Igbo, or living in Igbo land. What does it mean to be Igbo in today's Nigeria? Cheers. And, oh, I need to do this. Let me pour to our ancestors.
Week and another opportunity for us to gist and me to tell you, bring all the spice, all the things that are hot, trending and exclusive on social media. Sometimes I know there's constructive criticism. I know that you know how to quote it. So for the people that don't understand, I want to be like, oh, why are you doing this?
Please, I'm not a cross-dresser. I'm only doing this because of the money on Facebook.
There are some people you need to just tell the truth brutally. Let it hurt them. Give it hot.
Afia TV official, exclusive every weekday on Afia TV.
Time check, it's 2 p.m. and it's time for us to vibe, chill, and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV. So Lunch Break is all about the music, it's all about fun, it's all about entertainment, it's all about entertaining gossip and stories from social, it's all about the latest trends, it's about what's lit, it's all about the games with our guests, and yes, in general, I like to say it's all about the vibe and vibes of AfiaTV.com.
Welcome back to News Today. I am Ogochukwu Osai. And now on the foreign scene, President Xi Jinping will conduct a 3-day visit to Macau to attend celebrations marking the 25th anniversary of the Tsar's return to the motherland from December 18 to 20th. The president will be at the inauguration ceremony of the 6th-term government of Macau's chief-elect Sam Hufai, and his cabinet will be sworn in on December 20th. In a statement, Chief Executive-elect Sam Hufai offered his warm welcome and expressed his gratitude to Xi. He said the president's visit shows the central government's support and care towards the Tsar. In another news, Qatar will send its first official delegation to Damascus on Sunday to meet Syria's interim government and discuss reopening of Qatari embassy and enhancing humanitarian aid deliveries. The visit will come less than a week after Qatari diplomats spoke with Syria's leading rebel faction, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, as regional countries race to open contact with the group and the interim government it established after it toppled President Bashar al-Assad. Recall that Qatar's embassy in Damascus has been shut since July 2011 when it withdrew its ambassador from Damascus after a series of deadly crackdowns by Assad's regime on street protesters and violence that led to the 13-year-long civil war. Finally, on the international front, a top U.S. military officer visited Israel from Wednesday to Friday, meeting with Israel defense officials and discussing the situation in Syria, among other regional topics. Army General Michael Kurilla, CENTCOM's commander, met Lieutenant General Hazi Halevi, Chief of Staff of the Israel Defense Force, along with Israel Defense Minister Israel Katz. Meanwhile, Israel Defense Minister Israel Katz has ordered Israel troops to prepare to stay over the winter on Mount Hermon. the strategic location overlooking Damascus, adding to signs that Israel is planning a prolonged military presence in Syria. Now, moving over to the world of sports, the leadership of the National Sports Commission under the chairmanship of Malam Shehu Diko and Director General Honorable Bukola Olakpade have presented a progress report to President Bola Tinubu GCFR on the state of the sports sector. The report was presented by the NSC's dynamic duo during a meeting with His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Chairman Malam Shehu Diko expressed gratitude to the President for the trust placed on him and the DG promising to justify the confidence reposed by President and Nigerians on NSC's new leadership. The Director General, Honorable Bukola Olakpade, echoed the Chairman's remarks, thanking the President for his support to sports and pledging to deliver on their responsibilities.
Mr. Chairman, thank you so much for having you, and congratulations, by the way. There's a special appointment, almost equivalent of a minister. What do you feel with this appointment and then meeting Mr. President today?
Well, it's quite pleasing. It's a privilege for both myself and my DG, who is also here, to have this huge responsibility to manage the emotions, I think, and the happiness of Nigerians. So we have over 200 Nigerians that are looking up to us to perform, so that they can be happy, so that they can have the excitement and the productivity that comes with having their sports running very well. So it's quite exciting, and but it's a good burden. It's a very big burden, which we have to make sure we deliver, because from the response you can see everybody in Nigeria believes in what we are doing. Everybody in Nigeria thank Mr. President and agree with him that this is one appointment or 3 appointments that he has got very, very correctly. So we are condemned to make sure that we deliver much more than expected. Yes, we just have a first brief with Mr. President. The purpose is to brief him on the work we have done so far since the commission has come, and then also make suggestions and proposals of the steps that we need to be taken to perfect the vision and the objectives. Number one, which is clearly to work to create a sports economy in Nigeria, is one revision of Mr. President, and then have a proper sport development on ground. Then we can go to the level of winning medals and laurels. Also, we discussed the issue of our World Cup qualification, the issue of the promises to the Super Eagles that has been made, that has to be delivered so that they can get motivated to do that. We have agreed on some strategies to see how we can support and collaborate with the NFF to push to see how we can qualify to the World Cup. We also submitted, discussed a clear framework and details of how to activate the sports economy in Nigeria and what steps need to be taken, what kind of legislation need to be put in place, and what kind of engagement the government would do, and what kind of engagement the private sector would do. So it's just one of first of many conversation, because as you're aware, the Sports Commission reports directly to the desk of the President. So we will be regular visitors here to make sure that we put the Mr. President on, in the loop exactly what we are doing and what support we need and what intervention we need to get things done. We'll also discuss the issue of a National Sports Festival as well, which is also something that is on the burner. It's our own local Olympics. So which we're going to have about 15,000 athletes across the country that will converge in Ogun State to get things done. So it's a wide range of conversation. We cannot thank Mr. President enough for giving us this time to sit down and analyze and discuss this, and it's a very, very engaging meeting. Mr. President is well in the loop of what is happening in the sport industry in this country, beyond what people think.
What are you going to do differently in the Commission?
Yeah, apart from that, you have mentioned strategies, and Nigerians, of course, have been saying that we have so much potential to be where we are across the world. So, like my colleague just mentioned, we don't have enough time to get all the issues from you. What specifically do you want to do to jumpstart this?
Well, you see, the foundation of what we are going to do rests on like three pillars. You know, because we are to turn around the entire ecosystem of sports in Nigeria, to do things differently. We have what we call the 3 R's. That we have to reset our thinking. To reset our thinking, and we have to refocus what we are doing, and we have to relaunch the sport in this country. Resetting our thinking, meaning that Nigeria has been focused more on competitions for many years, which we see competitions and foreign trips and everything as consumption. We have to go back to development, which is production. We have to make sure that the internal ecosystem of sports work. So that is the new things we are trying to do differently. Second one, we have to refocus and be deliberate about what we are doing. So we have to decide clearly what is the pathway we are taking to move forward. What kind of legislation we need to put in place to activate the system. What kind of incentives we need to put in place to be able to attract the private sector to support.
Also had in attendance the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Grassroots Sport Development, Chief Adeboye Adeyinka, who assured to use his office to galvanize sports development from the grassroots. The meeting reaffirmed President Tinubu's commitment to revitalizing Nigeria's sports sector by fostering growth, sustainability, and private sector collaboration. The new leadership of the NSC pledged to maintain this momentum to ensure the Nigerian sports sector becomes an important player in the nation's economy. Now to our special report for the day. As Christmas approaches, many Nigerians are preparing for the customary traveling to celebrate with loved ones. However, the growing threat of insecurity across the country is promoting concerns about the safety of travel during the festive season. Our correspondent in Owerri, John Kennedy Obonna, brings us an in-depth assessment speaking with residents and transport operators about how insecurity is shaping travel plans this year.
The festive season is traditionally marked by increased travel as many Nigerians head to their hometowns. But this year, insecurity along major highways is causing many to rethink their plans. Speaking to Afia TV, some Imo residents expressed their concerns.
For my area, the insecurity is very serious in my area. So if it gets worse, I can't travel. I can't sacrifice my family for the season. But if there is nothing like insecurity, definitely we will travel.
With insecurity or without insecurity, definitely I will travel home. Because in fact, I can't wait. It's as if the home, like it's as if I am traveling tomorrow. So whether there is problem, insecurity, or we are still normal, I am traveling home this Christmas.
It depends on the location and where you are going to. But for me, I prefer staying at home.
During our visit to a local park in Owerri, one of their drivers anonymously shared his observation on travel plans of customers this season.
If not because of this, particular, financial trouble, this, insecurity, by this time people would have been traveling. But look at, I came from Okigwe to Owerri this morning. There were no passengers. Today is Thursday. By this date, 12, people have been going. So it has affected us. We don't have much again. It has affected, our income in transport, line because of insecurity.
Clement, another driver who plies Owerri to Okigwe route, shared to us how his experience on the road has been so far.
On the place I'm moving, the place I normally operate, security is tight. I don't have any problem on the road there. So I can take off at any time and I come back at any time. So we are very safe. So I'm actually people that is going travel to Okigwe to Owerri. That anytime they can join us here, all route motors, everything is safe, comfortable. So we don't have any issue.
While the Christmas season is a time for joy and reunion, insecurity on Nigerian roads is forcing many to weigh their options carefully. Authorities are being urged to intensify efforts to secure highways to ensure that people can travel safely and enjoy the festivities with their loved ones. In Owerri, John Kennedy Obonna reporting for Afia TV.
Recap of the top stories. Governor Oti will flag off the Afia airport on Tuesday next week. In Abuja, President Tinubu has appointed Ndidi as the CG of the Nigerian Correctional Service. On business news today, CBN has reaffirmed the validity of old banknotes as legal tender. On the foreign scene, Qatar delegation is to meet Syria's interim government on Sunday. And that's the much we have on our bulletin this afternoon. Many thanks for staying tuned. And do well to follow us on all social media platforms at Afia TV Official. Remember that today is my Enugu Story Award night, and we're going to be going live by 5 p.m. So stay locked to Afia Television. I am Ogochukwu Osai. Many thanks for watching.
Time check is 2 p.m. and it's time for us to vibe, chill, and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV. So Lunch Break is all about the music, it's all about fun, it's all about entertainment.